If you want to see my first impression thoughts on the silicone sponge, and you want to find out what side of my face was the silicone sponge and which side of my face was the Real Techniques Beauty Blender, you're in the right place. Just keep watching. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Silisponge to try out, which I know, one, I'm late to the party, but my sister is so sweet and she sent this to me to try out to make a video on my channel. And so shout out to you, Becca. What a sweet sister to send you makeup stuff to try out. And then also number two, this is actually not the Silisponge. It's already forgot what it's called. It's the Sano Natural Silicone Makeup Sponge. She sent me the email that they sent whenever she bought this. There's videos to help you, I guess, use it to the best of its abilities. Haven't watched any of those yet because I want this to be a legit first impression. I've only seen the ones on Instagram, those little videos that people put on Instagram where they're being like silly with the Silisponge. And I also watched the Taylor tried out using a bra insert, which I was really tempted to do that. It looked pretty funny and fun. But yeah, so let's just dive in. Here's what it looks like. Per a bunch of people requesting, I went back to manual focus because the shutter's so loud, so you'll only hear the little shutter focusing sound whenever I'm actually focusing. It was really irritating to hear it, especially during editing, but this is what it looks like. It looks exactly like the Silisponges that I've seen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half my face using the Beauty Blender, well, the Real Techniques makeup sponge, and then we'll do half our face with the little silicone sponge and see what happens. And I'm going to be trying out, I just got this and I really am curious to know how it does for my dry skin. So I'm going to be using the Neutrogena. Does that sound so weird to anyone else? That sounds really weird to me. Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint. And I don't know if I meant to get this color, but I'm in Nude 40 and we'll find out if that was the wrong color choice. Okay, a little doe foot, that's interesting. Oh, you know what? Primer, that's what we should do first. All right, I've really been liking this e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Face Primer. It's green. I don't know how incredible it is for redness reducing, but I do like how it feels. Like, it's really light and it really smooths everything out, but it is a really nice primer that I've been enjoying lately, and I think it was only $6, so that's a win. But okay, so let's jump right on into it. We're primed. Rub the extra off on my pants. Let's get a little bit of this Neutrogena, and I'm just going to put some on my face. I don't know. I'm just gonna go for it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Alright, right off the bat, it is helping to distribute the product. So, okay. So I'm liking this foundation, and I think I like how this is applying a lot. So let's put a little bit more around my nose area. Put some on my nose, up here, on my forehead. And then I saw in the email, it said like if you want to get into crease areas that you should fold it in half. So I'm gonna try that. If I feel like, yeah. Okay, so this is so strange, but first impression, I do like it so far. Okay, let's try folding it. You can see that there's makeup on the sponge, so I know one of the benefits is that it doesn't absorb product, which it doesn't. It just leaves it. I don't know if it's going to save you any makeup because makeup stays on the sponge, but it's not a lot actually, so maybe it is saving you makeup. Let's put a little bit more on here and let's see what we can do. Now fold it. Okay, that's not bad. It's getting in there. All right, y'all, I like this. It feels funny. It's different to get used to. Well, first impression, I'm really liking it, and that's really neat that like you can see the makeup on there and you can just wash it off with soap and water and spray it with some alcohol if you want to take that extra step for sanitation. But yeah, I really love my Real Techniques makeup sponge. So I always sit down to do my makeup and then realize that I forgot to wet my beauty blender, so this will be nice to not have to do that. Okay, so I just put a ton of that on there, and I'm going to use the Real Techniques sponge and we'll see how they compare. Okay, I'm going to put, because I did it on the other side, I'm going to put a little bit more around my nose. That way we have the same amount of product. I don't know, actually. Now that I put a little extra on, I feel like they look the same. Let me put a little bit more, well, finish my face. I gotta do my forehead real quick. Back to the Neutrogena Hydro Boost whatever. Since it doesn't have a pump or it squeeze out, it's not very hygienic to just like put that right on your face. So maybe I need to start putting it on the back of my hand, or if I'm going to be mixing it with the lightener on a palette, because well, I don't know how I feel about just putting it on my face and then right back into the bottle constantly. That doesn't seem very hygienic. Alright, from my far away mirror, you cannot tell a difference. And then close up, y'all, I don't really see a difference. I heard that there was mixed reviews, like some people liked the Silisponge and some didn't. I think I like it. I mean, I'd have to get used to it because it doesn't have the same, like your makeup sponge, the Real Techniques sponge, it holds water so it's kind of cooling and it's really soft, and this is not. This just like they feel different. Y'all, I like this. I think I like this. I feel like on this side, my pores look better. This side, it looks like you can see my pores more, but it looks more melted with my skin. Like you can see my skin texture through it. But on this side, I feel like it doesn't, I don't know. I feel like this is more of a even canvas on this side. Like my pores look smaller. You don't see the lines in my face, like my wrinkles, as much. So now I'm going to try some concealer and see how well it does around the eye area. Folding it like it says. I'm scared to put it too close into my eye, but yes! Now, this little lip part right here keeps, I can feel it on my skin whenever I do this. I guess that's why they tell you to bend it and do like that. That was fast. Alright, I'm going to do this side with the makeup sponge. Okay, I can already tell that the silicone sponge blended it out faster. And dare I say that it looks like, can y'all see how this side of my face, there's like, you can see every bump and texture mark in all my pores. And then on this side, it's just like smooth. I think that I like this better. I didn't think that I was gonna like it better. I thought it was gonna be more of like a gimmick, but I think that I like this better. Okay, my battery's dying, so I'm gonna put the rest of my face on really quickly and be right back with my final thoughts. Real quick, I just want to see, I just put some concealer on this nasty face demon. And while I was doing the rest of my makeup, I was thinking, okay, we tested out liquid foundation and liquid concealer, but how well does it perform on powders? Because I use my beauty blender, or my Real Technique sponge. I use that for my powders whenever I set my under eye, which I already did. That's whenever I thought about it. But let's see how well the little silicone sponge does to pick up powder and to set concealer. So it grabbed some product, and then we'll see. I'm gonna do this side of my chin with the beauty blender. Yeah. Okay, final thoughts. The Silisponge, or well, the silicone sponge, I'll try to find a link for this and list the price and all that in the description box, or I'll just put it somewhere on the screen. So price-wise, I'm not sure how these compare, but what I would say is this silicone sponge, it's not going to replace your beauty blender, because beauty blenders, they have so many purposes. I mean, you can put your foundation on, you can put your powders on. If you put too much blush on, you can use what's left over to kind of diffuse and blend out what you've done if you've got too much of something on. So the Silisponge, I don't think is going to replace your makeup sponge, but for the sake of putting on a like beautiful canvas of foundation and concealer, yeah. I mean, that I was very pleasantly surprised by how well this blended out. And like on this side of my face, the side that I use the Silisponge on, or the silicone sponge on, like my pores are smaller. It just looks like a nice smooth canvas. This side does look more like skin, but that being said, you can see the pores, you can see the creasing, the wrinkling in my eye area, and like right here on my nose, on both sides of my nose, I guess from where I smile a lot, I've got like creasing right in here that you can see. And this is the side that I use the beauty blender on. So I think this is just my first impression, but I think I'm gonna give this some more tries with foundation and let you know in a later video if I've made the switch completely to do all of my foundation with this. Because I really like how you can just wash it quickly, and you know that all the germs and stuff, there's nothing soaking into this thing. So that's really amazing, and it's not like we don't have brushes to put powders on with and to blend things out. So maybe it could replace your beauty blender, because I mean, sanitation is really important for me. If you liked this video and you want to see more reviews type videos like this, please give this video a thumbs up to let me know. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of this face. And I'm on social media, Heather Havoc or HeatherHavocBeauty, pretty much all of the platforms. So, you know, find me there if you want. Let's be friends. Let's talk about makeup. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you've tried the silicone sponge, or if watching this has made you want to try it out yourself. I'm really interested to know what you guys think. So yeah, just comment that down below. But anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye! Neutrogena. I didn't even put lipstick on.